Somebody asked me if safety was real, if safety was something that was achievable, obtainable, and just like tangible. And that question didn't really stop me in my tracks, but it did make me think about how I wanted to present the work that I'm doing. So, the work that I'm doing is encouraging other people to create safer environments for people who are not necessarily always centered in conversations around safety. I encourage people to create safer environments for people that share my lived experiences or my identities. That's the work that I do. And I'm not promising people safe spaces. You know what I mean? Like 100,000% safety is not something that I promise. And it's not something that I hope other people are promising. I want safer spaces. I want spaces where people are more honest, more vulnerable, and where input from people that share my lived experiences and identities are taken into account when creating these spaces. So back to the original question, if safety is attainable. I think in the world that we live in right now, for people who share my lived experiences and my identities, it's probably not as attainable as it is for other people. Like 100,000% safety is not possible for anyone as much as people would like you to believe that, like, there's a certain demographic that's safer than other people. No, everyone, the world is on fire. Like, let's start with that. But also, there are different types of physical safety, psychological safety, and the environments that we've already created based around capitalism, patriarchy, white supremacy. I mean, I am not going to be able to reach or touch safety more than a cisgender white man. You feel me? So the spectrum of safety is constantly spectruming, and us being acknowledging that is important. And I think also acknowledging that 100,000% safety, whether physical or psychological, is just not the goal, nor do I think it's attainable. Like, I think that's the question that they were asking, like, are we ever going to be 1,000% safe? Is that possible? No, it is something that you constantly have to work at. It's something that you have to constantly work towards. But I don't know if it's something that we're ever going to be able to grab hold of, because there are just so many factors happening all the time. We're all evolving as people. Society is evolving. Like, that's just not something. So I'm just working towards creating a safer space now for people who share my lived experiences and my identities.